Welcome to Rootstem Gaming. This is Warhammer 40,000 Knights versus Guard. So, the Imperial Knights are trying to take back sections of the Claw report that has actually been disputed for the past several years in our campaign. Not in real life, of course, although it is.
Like
they feel, yeah.
Feels like
we did actually another campaign before this one, so actual fact, it probably has been going on for a couple of years, which I love the fact that it's actually gone on for a couple of years, to be honest, because it means that all those battles are quite tied together. Grange is actually going to be set up on that side using his traitor Astra Militarum. There is 4 objectives on the battlefield. We're playing the only war mission, so we don't know what objective it is just yet. These might mean nothing, these might mean everything. So there's 4 objectives dotted about, which we actually did before deployment, and I'm going to be deployed down here. We've decided that anything in the brocade, as it were, is going to be in cover. So that's just basically what we've stated. It just makes it easier so that when we're putting figures down, we're not all confused as to what's actually happening. I'm not going to have a lot of cover my side. I'm going to have to try. Hammer and anvil can be quite punishing one way or the other. Let's take you to some armies.
we'll have to do.
Right then, guys, this is my little knight army. We've got 1,600. Well, we're playing a 1,650 point game. I'm a little shy of that. Grange is actually shyer than that, apparently. And we've got the chicken walkers. These are both going to be armed with the melters, reaper blades and melter guns on top, which in actual fact now I can see Grange's army which is going out. It's a good thing. I've got one with the rapid fire battle cannon and 2 heavy stubbers with the reaper chain blade. This guy here, I've not decided which one's going to be warlord just yet, by the way. This guy here is the one with the Gatling cannon. Can't remember what that's called. Thermal spear. Well, I think that's a thermal spear. Is it thermal cannon? And of course, it's got the Icarus pattern defense auto cannon on top. I'll be honest with you, I've not really played with knights much, so I'm kind of forgetting the terminology. And then we've got this guy here with the storm spear rocket and the thermal cannon. That's just an errant, and of course, he's got a reaper chain blade. All these are good. I'm going to put on the screen, of course, what specials I've actually got and which one I can't decide which one's going to be warlord, but I will be able to decide before I actually deploy. I don't think it's going to be the same one that's going to have the relic, but we will see. Alright, let's take you to Grange's army. So this is Grange's 1,650 point Astra Militarum unit using Canadians, and he's gone for a hell of a lot of heavy weapon squads. Why don't you break it down for us then, please?
Right, so we're looking at 2 spearheads.
Yep.
So HQ is a Psyker.
Alright.
It's a Primus Psyker.
Yep.
And then there is a squad of... sorry.
Yeah, go on.
In each one of them there is a squad of 3 infantry squads, each with las cannons and melters.
Okay, just standard infantry, not veterans.
No, nothing, just standard,
Yeah.
just standard infantry. And then in the heavy weapons slot for each one of them
Yep.
is there are 3 heavy weapons teams: missile launchers, missile launchers, and auto cannons.
Yep.
And in the other spearhead, we have 2 Roosters, one with plasmas on the sponsons, and then las cannons to the front.
Yeah.
One has heavy bolters on the sponsons.
Yeah.
The other slot is taken up by the Manticore.
Yep.
And the last slot to make the spearhead is taken up by a Demolisher with a las cannon to the front and a Plasma Executioner with plasma on the sponsons as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the only other thing I've got is in the elite slot, I have 1 platoon commander with a bolt pistol.
Okay, very, very odd. How many command points are you rocking on that one?
Well, it's 1 each for the spearhead and 3 for Battleforge, so that's 5 in total.
5 in total. We've just had a look. I'm rocking about 9 to 10 because we've just had a look at the errata for the knights, and apparently if you've got 3 knights as a heavy support choice, you get +6. That's pretty insane.
Like they're not cheating enough to start with.
So I'll probably use a command point to give myself an extra something else, probably an extra relic on there. Right, let's get set up then, Grange, and let's see what carnage we can do. Right, okay, got some setups. I know I keep saying right, okay, I'm going to create a t-shirt out on it. Right, okay. We've got 3 heavy duty knights plus an armiger warglaive down my right flank and an armiger all in his own on the left, facing off against a badly painted demolisher.
I think you'll find somebody hasn't given me my latex back to be able to. That sounds all wrong. That sounds even worse than in my head. That was coming out as a bit of abuse. That just now sounds I'm like a pervert.
Yeah, he hasn't given me my latex back, so I've not been able to sit there rubbing my pants while painting. So I've not been interested. It's very much a gun line. It's a lot of a gun line. It's a hell of a gun line.
What did you want? An assault army?
I did. Well, to be honest, this is a campaign game. And the actual things on the campaign was I was taking a knight army, regardless, and Grange could take whatever army he wanted to against me. So he's basically gone for a crap load of heavy weapon teams. This little castle in the middle, although because he hasn't got a lot of lieutenants and he hasn't got a lot of captains, he's not going to be rerolling a hell of a lot of hits, which might be a good thing. Might be a bad thing, but it might also be a good thing. Right, so the most important part of this particular turn, we get the glorious Rootstem dice out. Grange has the orange set. I will hopefully be selling these soon. People keep asking. Probably why my views are down. Go on then, Grange. I'll let you roll first since I'm plus. Do you want me to roll first because I'm plus 1?
Yeah, it'll have some tension when you roll a 6.
It's a 4, so that means it's a 5. And that's a 3. So, Grange, you're going to try and seize.
Yes.
Here we go.
Right, here we go. Come on. No!
Oh, thank God for that.
Well played, Fran.
Well,
Well played,
right. We'll get going. Oh, we need to roll for mission. A 4. So that would be a 2. So it's Ancient Relic. At the start of the first battlefield, before the first turn begins, randomly select one of the markers, remove all other markers, and that marker's worth 6 objective points. Who's saying that the actual marker I bleeding roll up is going to be the one that's in the centre? So for all you younger gamers out there, this is a D4. Yeah. 4-sided dice. We have objective number 3. So that means 1 is discarded, 4 is discarded.
Looks like you're coming at me, bro.
Oh, objective marker 3 right in the middle of his lines. The Knights, the Knights want them. The Knights need them. They have to get hold of that relic. Damn it.
Looks like you're going to be smushing a lot of Imperial
I'm going to try.
Guardsmen.
I'm going to be trying. I've got 8 command points. I'm going to be needing to use a hell of a lot of these. Right. Okay, first turn coming up. So a bit of shimmying forward, as you probably expected. The Knight's running through. Guy with the thermal spear running into the building, trying to get some cover if I possibly can. And then this lad over here, he's done a bit of a run, just to try and get within some nasty ranges of these guys over here. So I'm going to go first with this guy, because he's very inaccurate. So that's going to be I think it's D3 shots for his thermal spear. That's 3 shots.
So
well.
it begins.
So it begins. I'll do them over here. So we've got more tension. In fact, I believe that's strength 8 with -4, and it's same for the melter gun, which is within 12. So if I'm just going to add an extra shot to that, but the thermal spear, I believe, is within 15. So I'll roll separately for that. Needing 4s. We got 2. A strength of 8 versus toughness 8. So I'm going to need 4s again. Ah! Command point. I'm down to now 6. It's a wound. Now that's a -4, and he's not in cover, and I believe it's D6 damage, but I'll roll the dice and we'll check. Okay, we checked actually, I was within 15, I rolled 2 dice and got another 2, so that's done 3 damage, but my melter gun's just hit. My melter gun's just wounded, and it's just done 6 damage, reducing that tank down to 3 on the first turn of the game. That's not doing too bad. I'm going to move over now to his bigger cousin here. And basically his bigger cousin is going to try and decimate as much of this as he possibly can. We've already checked range, so the thermal is in range of the autocannon team. So that's what I'm going to shoot at first. The special Gatler is actually in range of this unit, so I'm going to fire at them with that. And then the big thing on top is going to... Do I try and finish off that tank? It'll mean that he's got nothing to charge though, which will really, really threaten his lines. No, the top cannon is actually going to fire into them as well, because it does the 2 damage. So the spear to start with, or the thermal weapon, is 4 shots, because these are D6 on these. I need 3s. Got 3 hits, and I'm going to need 2s. Well, so the first one does 1 damage, so that will be another 1 damage, which will kill one of the stands, and then the second one is 5 damage, which will kill the second stand. So the autocannon team is down to 1 guy left. I'll do the twin autocannon on top at it already, which is going to need 4s, because it's -1 to hit a ground target. That's 2 hits. I need 2s. And I believe it's a -1 or 2. I think it's a -1, but just roll.
-1.
Even if it is a -1, it's still going to have gone. So I've managed to kill off. There's no first blood in this, so that don't matter. I'm just trying to reduce threats. That's what I need to do. So next is the Relic Gatler. That's going against this unit here. So I need 3s to hit. Any 6 I get is an extra hit, so I'll just put that there. Because effectively, we're just going to count that 2 as hitting, which is the best thing to do. And now I need 2s, and this, I believe, is a -2, and he's not in cover, so this might hurt. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 damage apiece. That's going to move a unit down. Grange is happy about this. He's happy.
Grange knows exactly what was going to happen before the dice was rolled.
We did, well, we're trying to vary.
Hashtag first turn slaughter, hashtag second turn table.
Listen, viewers of the interweb, he's not telling you what he did to a poor lad called Ollie. So when Ollie turns up later on, we're going to have him recount the horrifying story of only actually killing one of Granger's figures.
He didn't kill one of Granger's figures. My plasma gun exploded. I killed my own figure.
Sorry. So on this side, this bad boy here, the thermal, is within range of that. It's not within 15, of course, so, and also 18, because that's what the half range is for that. But also the Storm Spear is going to fire into them. We've already fired the auto with the heavy stubber. That's going into this unit and managed to kill 1. So D6 shots. 4. What we got?
Collection of 1s.
That were 2 1s, that. So that's 2 hits. And against that, I am going to... It's strength 9 thermal lance, so it's going to be 3s. And I got 1. It's a massive -4, but he's touching terrain, and he's 50% obscure from the firer. So if he does get a 6, he can stop the hit. No. D6 damage. He's got a 3. 3 points of damage, and then the Storm Spear. So the Storm Spear is heavy 3. Needing 3s. I'll reroll that one. So that's 2 hits. Strength 8, so it's going to need 4s. 2 wounds. It's a -2. Grange currently is on a 2+ armour, so he's going to need 4s.
One got through.
One got through. Command point.
Not at this point.
Not at this point. D6 damage. It's another 6.
Can I go back and say out this point?
Well, don't forget, for 2 command points, Grange can actually reroll armour saves, all armour saves on a unit. And for 2 command points as well, he can choose to either reroll all hits or all wounds. That's due to his campaign bonuses. So not doing too bad. He does forget every game. We're not doing too bad. It's down to 3. So that's gone. The second unit over there, we're going to have that battle cannon. Rapid fire battle cannon is going to fire into the Lehman Russ. I'm going to try and finish him off. And then the heavy stubbers, which will be within 36 inch range, with 6 shots then against this missile launcher team. Right. So heavy stubbers first. 1 missed. I should have used a command point to upgrade that to having a -1, but it doesn't matter. Oh, 5 wounds against the heavy weapon team. 5s to save because they're not in cover. Oh, nearly. He lost 1 stand. That was alright, actually, that Grange, that. That wasn't too bad. Rapid fire battle cannon, 2d6 shots coming into the Lehman Russ. That's an average. It's a 7. Got 6 dice, +1. So needing 3s. Needing 4s. Oh! Now we'll check to see if he's in cover there. We've checked. He is 50% obscured. It's going to be 4s to save. So, because it's a minus of 2 and he's on 2+. 1 fail.
Oh, do I command point it? You know what? I am for the shits and giggles. I'm command pointing this.
Stubbornness. Oh! Now I need a 5 or 6. No! He's down to 1 wound left. Okay, so the thermal spear down here. He's actually going to try and finish off this Lehman Russ. There's no cover for Lehman Russ against this guy, so it's D3 shots. He's got 2. He needs 3s because he didn't advance. I got 1. I need a 4. It's dead because he can't save it and it's at least 1 damage. Do you explode, good sir?
No.
Damn. So, devastating first turn. And then I'm going to try... This is going to be risky. I'm going to try and get this Armiger into combat by spending command points to allow it to be able to charge. So, 2 command points for the ability to be able to charge from him to there. Grange has gone for defensive gunners. So, he's going to be able to hit me on 5s or 6s. So, this is going to be... And I believe I even need a 10 or an 11. In fact, I need 11 to get in. So I am risking this, but I need to try and neutralise any return fire. So go on then, sir. Which you firing first?
I'll try the last cannon first.
Yep.
No.
It's a miss. And then it's D3 shots for the Demolisher.
And that's going to be 2 shots.
2 shots.
No.
Oh, Granger's use of a command point. Not cracking there. But I do need a 6 and a 5 at least. Oh, do I command point and knock me down the freak? Go on then. I've nearly run out of command points in my first turn. Ah! Damn it. Damn it. No problem. So I didn't manage to make the charge. We'll just take the run counter off. So we're going to now go into Granger's turn 1. And we're just going to have a little bit of backstory about Granger's arseholing of Ollie.
Well, children, gather round, because Ollie's got a story to tell you. And it's about the story why you never take a shooting army that is actually a close combat army. Yes, boys and girls, I made the foolish mistake of taking or shall we say, building an orc shooting army list comprised of 3 lots of 30 boys. You had Captain Badrook. Happened? Well, children. Well, I managed to deploy first, but was beaten out by Grange because he rolled a 6. Yeah, I literally got wiped off the table in 3 turns. We didn't even go into turn 4 because I had 1 unit of my flash skits were left with their warlord, and I had 1 unit of boys which had
14 boys left.
Yeah, I had 14 boys left. And that's the story of children, why you do not take an orc shooty army, because they're not very good.
So Grange is miraculously... what have you moved, Grange?
No, I've moved 1 psyker 4 inches this way, so he's a little bit more smitey. I was going to explain my psychic powers, but I'll be honest with you, their job is to smite stuff. If they do anything else, we're having a severe word with them.
Smite ahead then, sir.
Right.
So we are in the psychic phase,
Yep.
so smite.
He's going to smite him.
He is done, yes.
Just.
D3.
D3.
I lost a wound.
Hey.
Do you want to command point it?
No.
No?
I've only got
Okay.
2 left, and I'm planning on overlapping fields of fire at some point.
Okay. Yeah. I thought that were going to come in with Granger's tactics. Yeah, swine. Right, okay.
Shooting phase?
Shooting phase.
Right then.
It's a Starting with Granger's orders, he's going to take aim with these guys, and that heavy weapon team over there, and that's going to fire at this Armiger Warglaive. Go ahead, sir. He's got 3 hits. I believe they're toughness 7.
So strength 8, mean 3s. Here we're back.
Going to be a 1. I don't have any cover, because of course I'm not should have actually touched that to be able to gain that cover, but I didn't, so I'm down to a save of 5. And it's saved. Bounced off the shields.
Right then, now the orders are done. I'll start with the Demolisher.
Yep.
He's going to fire into the Armiger in
Now,
front of him.
just so people are aware, he jury-rigged this, so he's back up to 4 wounds.
So that takes me up the bracket.
Yep.
So I'll start with the Demolisher cannons first of all.
Yep.
Stood still, so I'll be doing grinding in advance.
Yep.
For 2 shots. Oh, this is going so well.
Now, does it need 5s on 4 wounds?
It is 5, yes.
No probs.
Nothing.
Nothing. And no 1s, because he is Canadian. Last cannon. It's a hit with a last cannon, no. It's not a wound with a last cannon, no. Oh dear.
I've got a horrible feeling I'm going to get ollied.
Plasma! Plasma!
Right, we're going to fire every bit of plasma into that.
Yay!
And I'm going to be overcharging
Everything.
everything.
Radio.
So, the shots on this Executioner.
Yeah, D6 a piece, and he's rolling 2 together because it's costed both of them. 8 shots.
8 shots, and then the
then
ones,
2 D3s.
Then on the side, that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shots.
It's going to be harsh. And he's got his dice, he's got his root stems. He needs 4s, re-rolling 1s.
I think they're broken at the minute, these, Fran. I don't know. Can't be re-rolling that one. So I've caused myself
So he's caused himself a mortal wound, and he's hit 4 times. He's got his strength 8. I'd like to say I believe that's toughness is 7.
Yeah.
So if we get any 3s, we'll question it. But nothing, absolutely nothing. This is the worst I've seen Grange play in a long time.
Really?
That's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one. I just want to see my tanks destroyed. This is going to be a long evening.
Right. Okay. What's next then, Grange?
I pack my toys up and go home.
Oh, get over it. How many times you tabled me so far in this campaign on video? Let's let's have a bit of porno revenge there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. We'll start with this team.
Rockets,
Gonna fire both missiles into the in-cover Armiger.
No problem.
Both misses.
Both misses.
And then the battle tank is going to
go around
fire.
this side because it's just going to be easier.
Battle cannon and the las cannon are going to go into here.
Yep.
And the plasmas are also going to go into here.
I'm going to rotate iron shields.
I'm sure you are.
So a command point, so that's going to have a 4+ invulnerable save.
That's fine. I won't hit it anyway. So, the battle cannon to start with.
Yeah.
We'll be firing 10 shots.
Yeah, it's a good job I fucking rotated iron shield. Sorry, swearing.
Fran, we're losing subscribers. Come on. So,
see, that's not too bad.
that isn't too bad.
That's only 3 misses. His toughness 8, so you're going to need 4s. See, Grange is there whinging, and just look at that, ladies and gentlemen. He then pulls off an amazing 6 wounds against the knight with a single battle cannon. And 2 go through, so that's going to be 2d3 damage. And that's an almighty 5. So I'll put 5 down for the moment, that's taken. Go on then, sir.
Last cannon.
Yep.
Hits.
It's also a hit.
Wounds.
And that also wounds. He's whinging. Right. That does save because I have rotated iron shield. So for the rest of this turn, that's now a 4+ invulnerable save. I've lost 5 wounds. 2 plasmas.
2 plasmas.
1 hits.
Oh no, it's 3 shots.
Oh, sorry, 3 shots. Yeah, apologies.
Yeah. I'm overcharging as well.
Yeah, I thought you would be. There's no point not, really.
And
But it didn't hit. Didn't hit any.
Yeah.
So lost 5 wounds out of that night. Right, so what we're going to do for speed rolling purposes, we've just done all the plasma guns, las guns, and he's done no damage on anything. But we're going to put all the las cannons if he's firing once as a great team. So, he's got 4 las cannons coming into that damn thing. And he's got a last cannon coming into the armor as well. Are you doing any shenanigans? Command point shenanigans? No?
No.
No problem. Go on then, sir. 4 last cannons. He's got 1-1 to re-roll. Oh my god.
And the Armager. No. Oh,
re-roll. Yay!
Didn't move.
Oh my god. All they can contest though, these dice, they are not weighted because they did absolutely amazing against him, didn't they, Ollie?
Yep.
Right, there we go.
Right, I've only got my Manticore left to fire.
Oh my god, really?
The heavy bolt, yeah. The heavy bolt is going to fire into the Armager.
Yep.
And the missile's going to try and hit this thing.
Okay.
So, heavy bolt first.
Yep.
Reroll the 1.
That's the greatest amount of hits you've done all the game. Oh, look at wound! We're -1. It's a 4. Right, saved it.
And then
2d6.
2d6. If this comes up snake eyes, Ollie, you're taking over.
Yeah.
8.
8. That would have been awesome. I'd have just cut it in where Ollie suddenly appears.
You can hear is the sobbing of a fat man in the corner.
Yeah. 4s, we're re-rolling in 1s.
Well, luckily enough,
Again,
I've rolled no
50-50. Percentage-wise, that is correct. Percentage-wise, that's correct. Now, he's going against a big guy. He's going to need 3s because he's a strength of 10. He's got 3 of them. And it's a -2, but that's also a 2+ armour, and I've rotated its iron shield, so I need 4s. Another wound has got through, D3 damage. Another 3 has been taken off, taking him down to 15. It is Hawk Shroud, so he is counted as having 30 wounds for wound purposes. Basically, I'm just using these are the knights that belong to the I've forgotten what the Titan Legion is, but it's now been classed as destroyed. So they're the last remnants, and they refuse to go down. Right, so Grange did not have a fantastic turn on that. I'll be completely brutally honest. It did not go down very well at all. So yeah.
Is it too early to concede?
No, because I want at least half an hour worth of video. So I'm gonna do my turn, and then we'll come back into it in Knight's turn 2. Right, okay. This guy's moved forward. Our guy's moved forward. They've moved forward, and he's
stopped hiding behind a building
around the corner. Yeah, Grange is convinced that at the end of this turn it's going to look like a whitewash. So let's convince him it is. So I'm going to check some ranges. So starting with some armigers. This armiger here is going to open fire on that unit. He's going to try and see if we can take it out. So first off is how many shots? 2 shots with the spear, 2 hits because it's an assault weapon, and I'm going to need 4s. I got 1 4, so that's a -4, so we can't save it. I am within half range. I did declare the melter gun against that as well, and I do a double 1.
Command point?
So no, because I've only got 2 left. So I've knocked it down to 3. Melter gun, it misses. Oh, right, this is where.
The comeback is on.
The comeback is on. The comeback is on. Moving across to the second armiger. He's going to fire at the other Lehman Russ. So I'm going to go with the standard melter gun first, actually, this time. It hits, needs a 4, fails to wound. D3 shots for 2. 2 shots with his thermal. 1 hit. No wounds. Right. This is where it's... because I've got to hit and kill with my stuff. This is not looking good so far. So, down to you. Main gun at the top is going to fire at this Lehman Russ battle tank. Or is it? Yeah, it is. It's going to fire at that Lehman Russ battle tank. That and the thermal weapon will fire at that Lehman Russ battle tank. So I'm going to try and... it always works. I'm going to try and split fire. So, the heavy weapon on top is going to need a 4 to hit. Got 2 hits. I'm going to need 5s to wound. Didn't get anything. So far, that Lehman Russ, that Demolisher, has survived. Right, the D6 for the thermal spear. Oh, the heavy stubber will be firing at those. D6 for the thermal spear. It's 5 shots. And I didn't get enough dice in my hand. Right, 3s to hit. 2. This is not looking good. Needing 3s. 1. He can't save. D6 damage. 5. So that's 5 off that tank so far. I'm going to need 14 dice. Shots! Ooh. Oh, that was 6. One. So there's 3 6s, so I get 3 additional hits. So effectively, all 14 is hit. But I do need 5s and 6s to actually damage it. Because it is only strength 6. So this is where it changes. But it is 2 damage apiece and it's -2. So, it's on 6 wounds left, Grange. Oh! Right, here we go. The comeback is on.
You've fallen for my trap, Fran.
Comeback is on. Right, so 6 heavy stubbers from that. It's going to go against those guys there. That's 5 hits. 3 to wound. That's 4 wounds. You need 5s and 6s to save, Grange. A stand is still remaining. A stand is still remaining. And then the battle cannon, of course, is going to go into the Leman Russ battle tank. It's going to go into this one. That's 8 shots. Needing 3s. Wow. Needing 4s. 2. And it's a -2. 1's got through. I need a 5 or 6 on the D3 damage. No. So it's down to 1. I've still not killed it. I have still not killed that unit. So the thermal spear and the storm spear, the thermal whatever cannon it is, the heavy stubbers is going to go into the squad in front of him, but the storm and the melter is now going to go into this Leman Russ battle tank. So far, what have I killed this turn, Grange?
You've killed 1 stand on a missile launcher.
And he's unleashed with everything. He's unleashed with everything. So is that. So is that. Yeah, sometimes this is what happens. Okay, so the thermal, 3 shots. I'm moving to rain because these are nice pieces, but they don't have shift. Needing 3s. 1. Needing 3s. 1. He can't save because he's not in cover and I am within half range. So, I did 6. 6 damage to the Leman Russ. Now I've got the Storm Spear. I got 1 hit. I got no wounds. I have done not much this turn. Don't get me wrong. I've got some charges that I can actually get off. But I have done absolutely nothing. Nothing is the best way of putting this. This is insane. Right, okay. Excuse me. We're going to get some charges done. Yep.
Fran, you've turned into a 13-year-old boy.
I have, Jesus. So we're going to get some charging done. Hold over the overwatch of camera. So all the knights that were charging managed to make it into something. He was going to actually try and charge more than 1 squad, but only managed to make it into the missile launcher team. That knight over there ploughing into those guys. I don't think Grange is going to attempt to seize. He's got 2 command points left and so have I. So this thing is then going to try and cleave. I'm going to find out how many attacks he's got. I'm going to try and split him half and half. That thing is pretty much going to annihilate that guy, and then he's going to do some stomping. So he's going to split his attacks then. 2 attacks against this guy. 3s. I've got 1 hit. Strength 12, so he needs 3s again. He's through. It's a -3. So Grange needs a 6. No, it's a dead tank. Did you explode? No. And then 2 attacks against the other vehicle. Both of these hit. Needing 3s. That's 2, because these are straight 3 damage apiece. No saves unless he rerolls.
No.
No. Does that tank explode?
No.
No. So the Warglaive has just piled into both Leman Russes and done what should have been done in the shooting phase. So that was actually some good rolls there for myself.
Yeah.
So I'll just do that in a sec. And then this guy over here, he's going to do... I'm going to do the cleave again. So it's 3s, only 2, and then 2s. Yep, so he kills the thingies. I'll just shimmy this guy up using the magic of that. And then he's going to shimmy up into this squad here and get attacked. But it does mean I can try and neutralise that unit for a turn. Right, I'm going to go and get a bucket of dice. So we're using its Titanic feat. 12 attacks, because it's 3 attacks per attack if you're using your feet and needing 3s to hit. It's still not the greatest, I'll be honest. 2s to kill. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 dead. It does D3 damage. So if you do take your heavy weapon team off, then it's a different thing. Seven. So he's going to keep the last cannon alive, but he's probably going to have to use his last 2 command points just to keep it in there. Right. That was a successful charge round. But you do get a chance, Mr. Grange, to fight back.
Right, the last cannon team then.
Yeah.
Is going to fight.
2 attacks.
2 attacks.
1 hit. And it wounds! I've not brought no dice. Yeah. And then these guys are going to be... use one of these. Use one of these. Here's a cursed. 2 plus. We're good. No. These guys then can consolidate in. Yeah. And they're all in. And that's going to be 12 attacks. He needs 4s, followed by 6s. Okay, 3 of them. Wow, these guys are better in close combat than they are at shooting. Need 3s though, and no wounds. So far, at the end of that one, I've managed to do mush. So, morale check on that guy there. What's happening? He's just going to be removed. Yep. No problem. Right, so we're going to go into Grange's turn 2. Grange doesn't think he's going to last much longer. I also, with Grange's dice rolls, don't think he's going to last much longer. I did roll rubbish then, but killing them, both of them leaving us battle tanks for his attacks, that were quite lucky. Because technically I shouldn't have done. And don't get me wrong, I didn't kill a lot this turn, but I'm not damaged. I've got one guy down to 15. I'm barely... the Armigers have not been scratched. He's not been hurting them. So we're going to find out what's going to happen with his shooting. And we'll take it from there. Okay, very little movement in Grange here. That unit has kind of fallen back. I know we look like we're closer than an inch, but we're not bothered. And they've been given the order to fire, even though they've fallen back. We've actually done all the lasgun fire because it's just easier. And then what we'll probably do is do a lot of combined heavy weapon fire. So what we're going to go with first then, Grange?
Can we go back to the psychic phase? Because I forgot to smite you.
Well, it's because we're doing little boring stuff off camera. Go ahead.
Smitted you? No, of course.
No, and then this one, smiting him.
No,
are you going to use a command point?
No, I'm not. I'm going to overlap you eventually.
Oh, okay.
So then I'm going to... I think this laddie will be the closest.
Probably, yep.
So...
Oh my God!
Having a laugh.
Are you command pointing now?
No. Oh. No, I'm not. Out of principle, I am not.
Because you didn't take a captain.
This has been...
Right.
Right, let's not blow things up.
Yeah, by the looks of it.
So this unit here...
Yep.
Last cannon's going to go into the night.
So how many last cannons?
Just this one. I'm going to do it with because it depends if I magically blow them up.
Yep.
So this one's going to go into the night.
Yep.
The melter is going to go into the Armiger. So
okay.
we'll start with the melter.
Yep.
We've hit you.
Hit. It's a wound.
Wounded.
5s to save. No! It goes through.
One point wound. Of damage.
Command point?
No.
Are you sure?
Positive.
There's 11 left on them then.
And then the last cannon.
Yep, into the big lad. He's got 15 wounds left.
So, we've
hit. It wounds. I did not declare it. I need to declare it before you roll to hit. So, it's gone through anyway. D6 damage.
1. But I am declaring overlapping fields of fire.
Rightio. I will then declare... Rotate iron shield. Right. So I've done it now.
That takes it down to a massive 14.
14 wounds left, but everything else in his army is going to be able to add 1 to shooting.
Right, so starting back here. Last cannon's going to fire into the big lad.
Yep.
Melter's going to fire into the Armiger.
No problem. I think that might be within 6 as well, so... Oh, maybe not.
No.
Right, go on then, sir.
Right, Armiger.
Reroll.
Canada.
Yep. Oh, Canada.
Oh, why is
Have a
Canada...
flying flag. And then last cannon. It's missed.
No, it hasn't.
Oh yeah, plus is one. Overlapping fields. Well done.
Fire.
So it's hit.
I've
Needs a
hit.
3. Should not laugh.
Right. I know you kind of sell dice, but this hasn't been the best advert for these dice, Fran.
Yeah, but my dice, the white pearly ones, possibly available from rootstemgaming.co.uk if I manage to get that URL, they're doing right well.
Right.
Sorry.
This unit.
Don't buy orange.
Yeah.
Yep, that unit.
Melter's going to go into the Armager.
Yeah, you can
Last
see him.
Cannon's going to go into the Knight.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Melter. Canadian. What the? Seriously? There are genuinely, I think, lots of probability that
Look,
that should
we've
not
already
happen.
had Jack and overtime with Ollie regarding your fate with your dice, so we already know that we're actually quite good. Go on.
Last Cannon.
They just won't go against their creator. It's a reroll. 4 ones. Can't believe it.
It's more than 4. Seriously. This is flummoxed me now, Francis.
I think it has, mate. Yes.
Right. Last Cannon's going to fire into there.
Yeah.
Melter's going to fire into there.
From the unit that fell
So-
back. It can do.
Melter first of all.
Yeah.
Misses.
And then last cannon needs a 5 because it moved.
Yeah, but a 4 will be successful
Yeah,
because of
4 because of
overlapping.
the overlapping fields. Hey, look at that! Hey!
Oh!
Forced to save! Yay!
3 missile launchers.
Oh, you
Into
said
the-
it. You said the words there. What did you say?
I said missile.
Miss. M-I-S-S.
Ready?
Yeah.
You ready for this?
There you go.
Every one of them is hit.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
of
it
the
has.
overlapping fields of fire.
There we go.
So, force to wound.
Yep.
We're back.
One.
We're back.
Oh, it's gone through! It's gone through! It's a 5. Oh, that takes him down to 9. Because of Hawk Shroud, it's counted as 18 wounds remaining.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be much of a problem for him.
Probably not.
Right. This fella
Yep.
is going to fire everything.
Yep.
So we'll start with the battle cannon.
Yep. Because he's stood still, grinding advance. 8 shots.
8 shots.
Ooh.
4's re-rolling 1s.
And the
And
3's
then
hit.
any 3's will hit with overlapping.
Yeah, that's not so bad. Not so bad. Oh, that's 4. That's 4. 2's gone through.
And
Ooh.
that's another 5
5.
damage.
He's down to 4 left, is he not?
He is indeed.
This might be a dead knight. Let's hope he explodes.
Will happen.
Right, so we've got a last cannon. We've got 2 plasma guns as well.
Right, let's fire the last cannon.
Last cannon firing. He's hit. He's not wounded. He hasn't got any command points left.
No.
2d3 shots.
Plasmas. 3,
4.
4.
It's on average, really, for that weapon.
I'm going to overcharge.
Yeah. Got a 1 there.
That's...
Reroll.
Oh,
You're Cadian.
no. Yes, Cadian.
So that's all hit.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. You're about to say that you're kind of half strength there, aren't you? Which we forgot about. 1's gone through. So that's another 2 points of damage. It's alright. I forgot about it as well.
Yeah.
So he's down to 2 points of damage left, which means he's only technically got 4 wounds remaining. This is not going to look good for the knight.
Right. And the last
I'm guessing
thing
the
I've got to
Manticore.
show, the Manticore's going to fire the heavy bolter into him.
Yeah, and missiles into that.
So, heavy bolter first.
Yep.
All hit.
All hit. 2 wounds. 2 wounds. With a minus of 1, needing 4s. I've lost a wound, so the armor goes down now to 10. 2d6 shots with his rockets as it plummets into that knight behind the ruins. Oh!
That's 11 shots.
That's gonna work. Rerolling ones, and he needs 3s to hit. So far, he's got 9 hits on that knight. This knight may go up.
That's a real shame. I did want to charge it with my sword.
Yeah. So we're looking for 3s.
So we've got... That's 6 wounds, mate.
I need 4s. Ah, it's at least 3 wounds. It's got 4 left. Do I command point?
2 left.
2 left. I can't stop it because even if I command point, it's still going to be 2, so he's dead. So it doesn't explode either. So the knight crumbles. And then that psychic goes, ha ha! Or does Nelson laugh? Ha ha! Yeah, that's probably more appropriate. So that knight's gone. So Grange has destroyed one of the knights, but I'll be honest with you, it's the little armigers he needs to get rid of because these are now going to mess him up. They're right in his lines.
Yeah, the messing up has pretty much occurred.
But I always say with a new at 8th edition, play one more turn. So I think we're going to go into turn 3. We'll find out what happens, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so he's trampling over the remains of his dead brother as he tries to move forward. The armiger has managed to flank and run around the artillery pieces of the guard, well, traitor guard at the back, while that one actually pushes forward. I actually do have free insane bravery this game, but there's no point. And he stood still, just ready to unleash more devastation into the sort of Imperial Guardsman, well, the traitor guardsman that stood in front of him. So first off, this thing is going to fire. I'm going to fire the heavy stubbers into him, and the battle cannon is going to fire into the missile launcher team behind him. So first off, the heavy stubbers. I need 3s. That's not good. I need 3s. That's 2 wounds against the Primus Psyker. Sorry, Grange.
Alright, mate.
I'll go back to this side now.
Yeah,
2 wounds, but I believe he's got 4, so he should be okay.
Yeah.
And then 2d6 shots against the guys, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done that on average this time. Ah, right, okay. Back to it. All hit against the heavy weapon team. 2s to wound. He's got a +1 for being in cover, but it's a -2, so that's going to be 6.
6.
That were a really interesting noise. No, they're dead, because even if they're all 1 apiece, they're going to have gone. Right, that's definitely a game changer. D3 shots from the melter. 3 shots into, we know where this is going. It's melter gun plus the actual thing's going into the Lehman Russ. So the thermal, 2 is hit. It's going to need 4s. Both of them have actually gone through, and I'm within half range. The first one does 6 damage on its own. Do you explode? No. So that's killed that one. The melter gun just sort of turning the rest of it into slag. Thermal into that, melter gun into that. So for thermal, 3 shots again. I think Granger's, oh no, 1 hit. Needs a 3. I've got a 3. 2d6 damage, pick the highest. A 2, so 2 damage on that. And then a melter gun against that is a hit and a wound. And again, 2d6, pick the highest. Another 4, so that's 6 damage on that vehicle in total. I believe it starts with 12. I'm going to check out what that's going to fire at. So this guy is going to fire his heavy stubber and his nice little thing at the top, plus the thermal, into the squad at the rear. And then the other weapon is going to go against the squad at the front. So heavy stubber, 2 hits, no wounds. Thermal, d6 shots, that's 5 of them. That's 3 hits, 2s to kill. That'll be 3 dead from that infantry squad there. And then the cannons at top, which need 4s. Only 1 hit, 2 is wounded, so you're going to have a save of a 6 for being in cover. That's a 5, sorry, yep, that's another one of those gone down. And then I need 14 dice. Okay, cannon coming in. Only 1-6, so that one actually turns into a hit. And that one's a miss. That's 13. I'm looking for some hits, needing 2s. That's 13 wounds at 2 damage apiece. Grange needs 6s or his squad is going to disintegrate. That squad has gone down. That has been a second devastating. Don't get me wrong, I had a devastating turn on turn 2, but that was just finishing off or mopping up units that were already effectively down and dead. This time round, it's even worse. I have a funny feeling I know what Grange wants to do, because he hasn't got a lot left. These are pretty much full knights. I've only lost 1, and I'm going to charge that bugger. Probably going to charge them, and he's going to charge that. So he probably lose another 3 units. Do you want to watch for charge and see what happens, or? Yeah, right. Okay, we'll do that off camera.
I'm sensing overconfidence on your part.
Okay. All right, fire that last pistol. Let's see what that last pistol does. Come on, come on.
Hits.
Oh, he's hit. Does he wound? If he takes a wound off now, I'll laugh. No. Right, we'll get to it. Okay, I'm going to start with that knight versus the Psyker. Oh my god, he only hit twice. Psyker's dead. So that was sweet. This guy, VP, 3 hits. I did lose 5, another 5 wounds on the way in, so he's now only classed as being 10 wounds. But he does cleave 2, and I believe that's a minus of 3, so I think you've got to save a 6s. No, so that would be 6 damage because it's 3 damage apiece. Does it explode? I'm just hoping so. Nope. So that goes, and then 1, 2. So this is going to use its sweep, which I believe is only a -1. Right, so it gets 8 attacks when it does a sweep because it's 2 attacks instead of 1. It needs 3s, and then it needs 2s to wound with a -2. So it's not going to save, but it's only 1 damage, I think. Ooh, 4. Double check. It is only 1 wound, so Grange is taking his heavy weapon team off and another 2 guys. So they've only lost 3. They now get a chance to fight back. 8 attacks. Ooh, not bad. Need 6s though. Ooh, 2 of them.
Yep.
1. Oh, we rolled too many dice there. Roll it again. There we go. Even though they're all successful, I don't believe in doing that. Right. What do you want to do, Grange?
Never fight at nights again, I think.
Probably. Yeah. It's because we didn't really have that many. I've not got any sort of games with these guys, and it was just an experiment, really. I know they've lost to another 4 guys. You wanted to do their morale? Oh, they're alright.
No, they're fine.
But it's up to you, my friend. You've got 3 infantry squads left.
I think we may as well call it a night.
Right, okay. Oh dear. Yeah, that's been a brutal one, to be honest. I do blame Grange's dice rolls. Because I think if he would have got a good volley off on that turn 1, he may have actually brought a knight down. Because the amount of last cannon fire he poured into that one... yeah, still on that bit for sugar. If the amount of firepower he poured into this guy here was insane. And it just didn't die on that. That's why I rotated the iron shields, but I didn't even need to roll for saves. Because you just didn't roll to wound.
No.
Oh well, we could debate this all night, but at the moment, that's a win for Fran in the campaign slot, which is a good thing, because there's a hell of a lot of orange on those victories, on those planets there. So I need some wins. But thanks very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button if you want to see more. Have a look at twitch.tv/Rootstem Gaming. Dice hopefully is going to be coming soon. I need to try and get my own website up and running, which might not be for another month, I'll be completely honest, but might as well tell people about it now because these don't go out in flurries, and when the website is up, there should be a premium membership on there. So if you want to watch my videos as soon as I've made them, I'm going to put them on there first, and then of course my regular schedule will still continue on YouTube. But if you are wanting to watch them before anybody else, you can always subscribe through the channel. And I do have a Patreon, which is patreon.com/Rootstem. I'll double check that and put that at the bottom, probably about here, so you can see if you do want to support me. I am trying to make this work for myself. Right guys, thanks very much for watching. See you next time.